Hey everybody, Mr. B here, and today we are doing all things chicken wings. Chicken wing, chicken wing. I'm going to be doing wings 3 different ways. Atlanta's traditional down-home lemon pepper style. I'm going to do your traditional buffalo style, and we're going to spice it up a little bit with some honey sriracha, because why the hell not, right? Going to be doing these in an oven. I'm going to try to use a method that was developed by Kenji Lopez-Alt, truly a voice of food science for a generation, where you're going to do some little magic to them, help them kind of crisp up. To make it really, really good, I'm starting this the day before. Now, based on what I've seen, you don't necessarily have to do that, but that's what's going to happen here because I've got the time. Anywho, we will be doing these in the oven, like I may have said. I'm going to be using the convection setting. Now, I know a lot of people are using the air fryer, and that's totally fine. But truth be told, all air fryer is, you know, a small convection oven that sits on top of the counter, right? So if you've got a convection setting, you know, I don't know. I won't get into that controversy, but leave me a comment what you think. Is it the same as a convection, or is an air fryer totally different? Anywho, without further ado, let's get started on lemon pepper and buffalo style and sriracha honey wings. All right, guys, let me show you how I'm gonna break these chicken wings down. Now, you know, I'm not one of those people that's real weird about touching meat, but you know, with filming and staging and all that kind of stuff, it just makes it easier. So, using your trusty kitchen shears, take your wing. You've got 3 parts. You've got this little demiflici here, which once you cut off, you'll want to save in a bag for your stock. And you've got the flats and then the drumette. So, first thing I do is just try to, you know, give everything a massage. Now, the demi doodle here, you're going to feel right where that bone comes in, and kind of like right there. And you're just going to, you don't have to use a little muscle. You're just going to take demi doodle off. And then on the wingy portion here, you'll feel this drumette bone come down to meet the flat about right there. And you're going to want to cut on the flat side of that. Again, using a little bit of muscle, so you've got your flat and your drumette. Lather, rinse, and repeat. Right? Shaboom. Again, find that bone, down bone right there, and you just handle it off. Look, these are homemade. They're not going to be like super duper, all that, you know, have to be all that damn pretty. What will matter, however, is what they taste like, right? So that is what's frickin' important. Anytime you're dealing with the bird, even if you're gloved, get these hands. Okie dokie, guys. So we've gotten the wings broken down. I've given them a dry. So here's the magic. So according to Kenji, what you need to do here to kind of help that Maillard reaction, or the browning, if you will, is to put a teaspoon of cornstarch per pound into your chicken. So I'm about at 4.5 pounds. Then we're going to do the same thing with cornstarch. I'm sorry, baking powder. That was cornstarch. And then the same thing with salt. All right. And now, with my clean hands, we're just going to get in there and give everything a coat. Get back in there. Get everything coated really nice and good. Excellent. Give my hands a wash and we'll get them racked up. Okay, kids, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get these racked up so we can get them into the fridge so that they can kind of dry out, sort of that dry brine kind of thing going on. 2 sheet pans. We are going to just line them with aluminum foil. La la la. You'll be glad you did this when you go to bake them. I'm going to throw a rack on it. Boom. This is the arts and crafts portion of the show. All right, and then we're just going to take our wingy dings and we're going to place them on the rack. Actually, let's be smart about this, just in case. Just in case, let's spray this with a little bit of, protection, if you will. Right? And then let's do them skin side up. With enough room kind of around them to, let them breathe a little bit. Okie dokie, so we're going to put these in the bottom rack of our refrigerator, right? Because anytime you're dealing with protein, like if you're marinating and that type of stuff, you want it on the bottom to avoid that old potential drippage onto something. You'll notice the wire racks. If you do not have these, you need to invest in them. They're super cheap, This is going to allow for the air to circulate around the chicken wings to help with that crispiness. You also notice the spacing. You don't want them all jammed up together because then you're gonna get steamage. We don't want that, right? I guess you could technically, I suppose, go ahead and bake these off. I'm gonna let them sit and kind of dry out overnight because I think that'll help with the crispy skin. I could be wrong, could be totally ruining it. Don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, I guess I'll bring you back tomorrow when we're cooking these off. We are fast forwarding to the next day. Actually, I don't know if I would call it fast forward. We have let our wings go in that baking powder cornstarch kind of dry brine kind of thing. And you can sort of see this kind of blistering is starting to occur. It's going to make them nice and crunchy. So while we're going to let these sort of come up to room temperature before putting them in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and break down some carrots and celery. Oven's preheated. We're gonna do 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them and rotate them to ensure kind of the even kind of brown colorization happening. 20 minutes, 10 minutes is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm not caffeinated enough this morning, so. Jesus. I've been waiting on this all day. All day. So there you have it. We've got our lemon pepper, we've got our traditional buffalo, and our honey sriracha. Somebody asked me which I preferred, the flats or the drums, and I believe that the correct answer to that question is yes. I don't know which, let's do the honey sriracha first. Going first without the sauce. Y'all. Woo! That is like hot candy, let me tell you. And, you know, Kenji is dead on with this method. Because, you know, oven fried, this tastes just as good as deep fried. It's just as crispy. Now with some of my homemade blue cheese dressing, check that video out. Let's try the traditional. I'm gonna go with a little of the ranch on this one. I like to kind of tag team it. Yeah. You can't beat Frank's. You just can't. This is so good. I'm pleasantly pleased at the texture of these. That they did not get, you know, soggy, like sometimes things can happen in the oven, right? You remember we coated them with corn starch and some baking powder and salt. Let that go overnight, and I'm telling you, unbelievable. And now, Atlanta's classic lemon pepper. That's $1 million right there, people. Anyway, I'm going to do this in private, so I'll let you go. Remember, it don't matter if it's hometown or midtown, we're going to cook it from the Loft. I'm Mr. B and I'm out. Have a good day. Aye, pepper. Okay, 3, 2,